Security. This might be useful. Intruder tracking. Turn that crap off. Okay. So, interestingly, these other cops from the other floor haven't bothered to come down here and investigate. And I couldn't be more pleased about that. You have a weapon lying there? He does. There we go. Pick that up. Pick up the ammo from it anyway. Anything cool down here? Crafting parts. That's pretty cool. So if we look at our objectives now, we'll see that we took care of that. We neutralized the cops. Now we could maybe free Dusan. I don't know how he's going to get out of here, but...
Those cops won't be a problem anymore.
Too bad. I was just starting to warm up to them.
I can try and get some more down here if that's what you want.
No. It is better this happens now before I become too attached. You mind untying me?
Sure.
I assume my brother asked you to help me out. Or was it something else?
Oh, we could be professional, righteous, or indifferent. Professionally, we would say, I have a job to do, and you're a means to getting it done, regardless of why the cops were doing what they were doing. We could be righteous. A man getting savagely beaten isn't something I can just watch, regardless of the reason. Or we could be indifferent. I don't do charity work. For all I know, the cops had a legitimate reason for tenderizing your face. Jensen's all professional, man.
I have a job to do, and you're a means to getting it done, regardless of why the cops were doing what they were doing.
Well, you know cops, right? Assholes do not need a reason.
I do know cops, and whether it's right or wrong, there's always a reason.
Look, all I know is that since the Ruzika bombing, the police have been cracking down on us hard. They suspect Ark, of course, but they're blaming every aug. For most of them, it's just another excuse to hurt us.
You're a member of ARC?
My brother is. I just repair things for them sometimes. Heating units, security cameras. It is how I earn a living for my family.
Do you know if ARC was responsible for the Ruzika bombing?
No. And I do not want to know. After this, I'm done with them. Being associated with ARC. Even if they are our only hope, it is not worth the pain. Look, you want to know what ARC is up to? You're going to have to ask them yourself.
Fair enough. How do I do that?
When you have robbed the man of all, the things... He is no longer the... He has no more of... Shit. Power. Something. Freedom. How does it go?
Are you feeling alright?
It is this week's passphrase. It is Selznick or Solzhenitsyn. Ah, I got it. When you rob a man of everything, he is no longer in your power. He is free again. Just remember the quote. It'll get you past Lubos. He guards the way to the Ark elevator. Just repeat the quote, and he will let you in.
This'll help, thank you.
It is the least I can do. Thanks to you, I get to sleep in my own bed tonight.
He's just gonna waltz on out of here. Okay, so now we have another secondary thing to do. Talk to Lubos. Dusan was very grateful once I freed him. He told me the passphrase that Ark is using this week and suggested I mention it to a man named Lubos. I'll find him watching an elevator on the first floor of the market. Well, how the hell do I get to the market? I still don't know how to get to the market. Well, we just took down a couple of cops, and none of them had this key card that we're looking for. So, I guess we'll have to take down some more cops. Yes. We'll just kind of walk around here. Like there's nothing to be afraid of. I don't know what the heck that is. And we'll just leave these guys lying here. There's nobody walking around down here. It's fine. It's totally fine. Nothing to be concerned about. Oh, it's a bowl. Okay. So there was a camera. Maybe it was on the next floor. Got some people up there. Looks like a woman, right? Oh, here's crafting parts. I want them. I want the crafting parts. So, now what? We go upstairs. We got a room here. I'm trying to get my bearings. Where the heck am I? I don't know where I am. Nobody walking around, though. That's kind of cool. Oh, there's somebody. Who's this guy? Is this, Oh, this is Tibor. Hey, Tibor, I freed your brother.
Please, help my brother.
I did. Oh, man, we don't get to tell him that we helped?
This is all my fault. Please, if you see Dusan, help him.
I did help him. Oh, well. Guess we don't get to tell him that. Okay, so we've already been in here. That's a camera over here. Whoa, who's this standing over? Okay, so these are more people in cells. I love how they just put these things like, you know, to block entrances. Oh, okay, this is where we came in. We came into that vent cover. There's a lot of different ways to get to the same place, which is cool. This is probably like heavy metal crate, and if we didn't have the proper aug, we wouldn't be able to lift it. But we do have the proper aug. Let's go see what these people have to say, if anything.
Just leave me alone, wrench. Fucking traitor.
What?
You won't get anything out of me.
Fine, I'll leave you in there then. Hello, how are you? Hello.
Prison within a prison. That makes no sense.
Right?
At least we get fed a couple times a day.
That's true. Alright, so here is a room here. There's two dudes standing there. There's a dude standing over there. I don't know how the heck I'm supposed to get through this, or even if I want to. I think I do. Just to see what's here. I mean, there's stairs here. Go up here. See, this will get me into the market, maybe. Because I don't know how else to get in the market. So I want to get through here. But, I don't know how I'm going to get past all this.
Exactly. Rucker talks about augmentists like they're a different race or something. Are their children born augmented? No, to hell with their rights. We should just get rid of all of them.
Okay, there they go. They're walking. They're walking, they're walking. Ooh, there's people over there. Oh, this is the market right here. Oh, I'll just go through here. And ta-da, I'm in the market. How come I had to go that way to get through the market? Get to the market.
Whoa.
Whoa, he said.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, whoa indeed. Hello.
No! Get away!
Oh gosh, okay, sure, fine. What's going on? Who has the cough? Is that you?
You can't have TB. We cured that.
No, we can treat it with medicine. But when's the last time you heard of any medicine being delivered to this hellhole?
She thinks she has TB.
You have some blood specks on your shirt.
Crafting parts, crafting parts, crafting parts. Get your crafting parts here. This is awesome. I made it to the market, but the problem with it is that I still have an objective where I need to get Tibor's key card. We need to figure out which cop. Oh no, it says we need to track down this cop. It says first stop the market. Okay, I guess this cop is in the market. Alright, cool. Let's go with the market. How's it going?
Just walk away from me.
Sleep sounds.
You can't just walk away from me. Easy, trust me.
I know where the police have hidden some confiscated neuroplasy.
Oh, hey.
Why bother me? Go bother someone else.
I don't know. You stopped and looked at me.
Keep walking, friend. Not interested.
All right. So here is another police locker. We don't have the code for it. I wonder if there's anybody around here who will see us trying to get in here. I wonder if we could just climb up and over. I can't crawl up here? Really? That's weird. Sure seems like should be a place I should be able to get into, right? I mean, Jensen's thinner than that. So there we go. So this is the code, I think, that that Doctor gave to us when we first arrived here. I think. Let me see.
God, my skin.
Yeah. So this is the code that Dr. Martine Onziema gave to us for giving her some neuropazine. I mean, I have the code. And I could go in, but our inventory's full, so I'm not really going to be able to pick much up. Painkillers, we could take those. Biocell, we can pick that up. This is probably some ammo that I won't be able to pick up. And here is here's some monthly control something. I don't know what it is though. I don't know what it controls. Could use this to get into the next storage locker. Weapons briefcase. Okay, we were able to pick that stuff up. Supply crate. What's a supply crate? Oh, okay. Supply crate. It's a crate of supplies. Very helpful, thank you. Crate of supplies. Well, it's a story item. So, okay, I got it now. That's great and all. Fantastic. Man, I'm back up to 6 praxises again. Doesn't look like I could get to that other locker from here. That's okay, I think I might have the code to it as well. Nope, we don't have the code to this one. What's going on over here? What?
Ty nevypadáš, jako bys patřil sem mezi nás.
Okay. What the? Like a little, nursery kind of place?
It's just not fair. I thought that having a baby would be the greatest day of our lives, but now...
I know. I'm scared too.
Is it right, do you think, for us to bring a baby into the world? What kind of parents would force their child to grow up in a place like this?
If you're suggesting, but I think you're suggesting, I don't know.
I'm gonna have to say maybe not a good idea to bring a child into this environment. It's just my thought.
Please, go away.
Leave us alone. You're bothering my wife.
Oh, I've made her cry. Am I that hideous? Ooh, an ebook. Let's read an ebook. Flesh and Chrome, Chapter 9, Thumper. The closed circuit club was busy. Cogs and cog lovers. I didn't get on with either. But it was the only lead I had. A rooster was all lit up and crowing on stage. He sounded good. Looked even better. Maybe even good enough to change my mind about the place. I signaled the bartender. He'd already been pouring a couple of fingers of his cheapest rot gut. He slid the glass over. Help ya? You the manager? His face twisted into what I could only guess was a grin. His left eye was augmented. I don't know what he was seeing, but he was eyeballing me like I was blue. Closest we've got. Frida Ehlers, you know her? Sure. Hopped tables for me. Belt out a tune once in a while. What? He got real quiet real quick, and his eyes fixed on something past my shoulder. What's this? Little Natch asking questions? I turned, slow and steady. keeping my right arm behind me on the bar, close to the small of my back. There were 5 of them, and a few more were getting up from their tables. The mouth was a big one, rough and auged. They all were. I got your answers right here. He raised an arm, and the metal stump where his hand should have been started pistoning like a slow-motion jackhammer. I smiled and finally got a grip of the pineapple I'd been digging for. P14 EMAG EM Pulsar. I always kept one in a rear hip holster. These boys would be waking up with a hell of a headache in the morning. Good stuff. Oh, there's a computer in here. Let's get into this computer, the Utulek Nursery. Oh, we're just going to go straight ahead. Right on in.
Anomaly detected.
Oh gosh, already? Whoa.
Trace program
Why?
initiated.
We're not going to make it.
Access denied.
Oh crap. Nobody cares, though. Oh, whoa, whoa, what? Wait a minute. Why is somebody suspicious? What the hell? Oh. Oh! Well, this guy's coming right on in. Alright, fine. I'll take you out. Jerk. Mind your own business. That was awesome. Threw him here in the corner. That was great. Yeah, mind your own business next time. You won't find yourself knocked out on the floor of a bathroom. Can't close those doors. He'll be okay. Yeah. Somebody walking around out there. Don't see him though. Try to get into this thing again. Just had bad luck last time. I mean, whoa. What do you mean 100%? Nuke detection? What are you talking about? I'm not going to nuke anything. Okay, capture. 15%. See, 15% chance of getting captured. And that's what happened to us last time. 15% tripped. That happens. It happens sometimes, about 15% of the time. Okay. So originally... Hello, scroll down, please. Originally, an Audrey Stanton wrote to Christopher Davis about the Utulek IMR. Audrey says, I've been looking over records here at the Utulek complex, and I'm seeing some pretty scary infant mortality numbers. I'm going to run through the math again, but if these numbers hold up, I'm going to have to recommend that all women have pregnancy tests before being sent here. Christopher responds, what kind of numbers? We knew IMR was going to be higher given all the environmental factors. You need to understand that Utulek is basically a micro-third world. Not every child is going to survive. Audrey writes back, I did the math again, it's worse than I thought. IMR is 4 in 10, of which 90% are preterm births. Chris, I am deeply concerned. We can't have women giving birth in this place. And Chris responds, 4 in 10? Jesus, okay, give me some time, a week tops, to sort this out with the board. In the meantime, I want you to get all of your patients on a course of antenatal corticosteroids. I figured that out. I'll get back to you. Okay. And then Christopher writes to Audrey, Dollarhide says no. Audrey, I've spoken to Dollarhide. He isn't going to raise the alarm on the IMR inside Utulek. He said that the pool you're getting your numbers from is too shallow to be accurate. Fucking bureaucrat. Did you know he's a Santos shareholder? Probably trying to protect his goddamn investment. Sorry. Anyways, I'm going to keep pushing this on my end. I think it's time I call in a very overdue favor. Do your best to keep your patients healthy. Chat soon, Chris. Nathaniel Brown. Oh, okay, he's the CEO of the Santo Group. Audrey wrote to him. No? Originally, he wrote to her. So the CEO of Santo wrote to Audrey and said, every life matters. Greetings, Doctor. I have just learned of the disturbing facts you have uncovered at the Utulek complex. It is safe to say that this news has affected me greatly. It is also safe to say that Atticus Dollarhide is no longer in charge of things, nor is he a Santo Group shareholder. Your colleague, Dr. Davis, is in charge now, and he and I are in the process of organizing to have you and your patients transferred to a temporary facility in preparation for permanent relocation to our new Rabia site. The nursery program at the Utulek complex is to be scuttled immediately. I owe you a great debt of gratitude, Doctor. Thank you for your keen eye and your humanitarian spirit. Every life matters. Regards, Nathaniel Brown, CEO of the Santo Group. Why don't I believe him? Why am I skeptical of this guy? Audrey writes back, Mr. Brown, how can I properly express my appreciation for your actions? I cannot thank you enough. Also, if I may say so, it is a personal honor to me to receive those compliments from a beacon such as yourself. I will begin preparations to have my patients ready for when the transports arrive. These women and their children deserve to have a chance at a future. You are giving them that chance. Kindest regards, Dr. Audrey Stanton. And then he writes back and just basically says, you are receiving this automatic notification because I am out of the office. I think they do this so that we could see what she wrote to him, since we can't look in a sent folder. Oh, I just noticed that there's a cute little icon there. Anyway. Learn a little bit about what's going on. I'm still skeptical though. I don't know. I don't know if I believe that guy. I imagine them loading all the pregnant women up into a transport and then, like, just crashing it into the ocean. That's not funny. What's wrong with me? Okay. Well, we found some cool stuff in those searchable containers. They're not very noticeable, these containers. They're not. But I noticed them. Oh, his weapon. Take that. Thank you very much.